Okay, syringe feeding kitty. Cut a paper towel with a little tea in it, and this works really cool for a bib. She really wants to eat. Actually, she does. Get a syringe. That's 35 millimeters it holds, which is a little over an ounce, actually. Fill it up with some really soft food. If you're canned food. If your canned food isn't mushy enough to go through it, you can test it beforehand. It should slide in and out really easy. Then go ahead and just grind it in some sort of a food processor or blender. That's what I have to do. I'm using KD food, which isn't really meant for syringe feeding, but we add a little pumpkin to it, and that's for fiber, but it also aids to feed them for the consistency of the food. So, take one hand with the kitty, put the kitty on your lap like I have, on her back. This is a little girl who's actually about 18 years old, and shoot it in the side of her mouth, just a little bit at a time. So I tilted her head back, just a little bit, sitting her up in case she chokes. And I squirted in, I'd say 3 to 4 milliliters at a time. If you did too much, then you'll see it seep out of her mouth, which usually happens because I can't really see what I'm doing too well. But it was the best system I came up with. Wait till she stopped farting around. What I'm doing is I'm waiting for that little tongue she has to flop down, because it's a real timing issue. If you get her tongue in the wrong place, then it'll just push against it and make a big mess. I've actually been doing this for about a year total. Did it with another cat, and she's next now. When they get older, this is sometimes a good idea what to do. If they're otherwise healthy, but for one reason or another, they're not eating enough on their own, then syringe feed will prolong their life quite a bit. Little pops of air sometimes. Now, if you see a vet do it, or a vet technician at your local animal hospital, they'll generally almost choke them just so they can get it down faster. Squirt, they'll swallow a bit, squirt again, swallow a bit, and then they're done in about 20 seconds. I don't think that's very good, but maybe they have to do that based on time. I don't know. I just don't agree with that way. As long as you're home, if you have your cat with you, you're doing it, give her some time. So I coax her along to try to hurry her up a bit, but nowhere near from what I just mentioned about the vet. As you notice, I'm directing her head upward just by touching the bottom of her chin with the syringe. Holding her head with my other hand. I usually don't have to do too much, just the direction type thing I'm doing for her. I just got a teeny bit. If you only have a teeny bit left in the end, I only have like half a milliliter, you can squirt it back into your container that you use for syringe feeding the food, or just give her a little teeny squirt in her mouth. It's really up to you. This one really doesn't like the food on her side of her face. That's why she's going crazy sometimes. Yeah, I just gave her a little teeny bit. So she's done. So the cool thing about the paper towel bib, just rip it in the back, you're done, nothing to wash, and you can actually use it to wipe her off a bit. Usually she washes herself afterwards. So there you go.